Does China owe Britain billions of pounds from its botched reaction to the coronavirus pandemic? How should Britain respond to China in a post-coronavirus world? These are important questions for the West to answer moving forward, with debate already underway as to what the response should be to Beijing. Matthew Henderson of the Henry Jackson Society believes that China should pay the West for its alleged breaking of international treaties, and with his peers, he has released a report saying so. I start off by asking him how much he believes China owes the West.
Our report recognises that the damage already caused is just the start, but you have to start somewhere. Based on figures that have been published by the G7 countries, that is Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Britain and the United States, concerning what they've already spent on dealing with the pandemic, the cost so far for the G7 adds up to £3.2 trillion or $4 trillion. The costs will rise, how far we can't tell, but the scale for the G7 is already massive, and that for the world as a whole will of course be greater still. Nor do these figures take account of human costs, grief, loss, damage to families, businesses, careers and lives. The Chinese government is a signatory to an international treaty under the World Health Organization called the International Health Regulations, or IHR. These were strengthened and rewritten in 2005 after the SARS epidemic, which broke out in China and which the Chinese Communist Party tried to hush up. It rather appears as if no lessons have been learnt and that they have done the same again. They failed to report details of the outbreak on time, accurately and fully. They destroyed samples and evidence. They silenced local experts and closed down research facilities where vital work was being done. They denied the World Health Organization early access to sites, and they peddled lies instead. And even worse, they continue to conceal vital information on the nature of the outbreak, which the rest of the world needs to understand what we are facing and to plan our own responses. In this way, the Chinese Communist Party has destroyed the world's trust in their commitment to the IHR. It is quite clear from policy documents that have emerged from within the Communist Party itself that their objective is to overtake the rules-based international order and combat democracy, eventually in order to overcome it, because they see democracy and the liberal rules-based system as a threat to the existence of their party. Having done that, we must work out the dangers we are already in as a result of these years of naivety and over-optimism. We have allowed during that time the penetration of our economy, our financial services, property market, key national infrastructure, and centres of excellence in intellectual property and research and development. We need first to organise effective defences against all of these harms, and then build a bilateral policy that is able to balance harms and gains effectively. This can only be done in full lockstep with our free world allies, especially the United States and the Commonwealth, but also all friends and allies overseas who are facing a common threat. There will and must be unity and strength, but only when all of us honestly recognise the trouble we are in and where it is coming from.